Hi, Bob Bag. This will be my second time going live today. So yeah. Thanks for the likes, guys. Welcome in. Let me know how everything looks and sounds. Give it a minute to upstream. Easter came today. Well, that's good. Glad to hear that. Hey everyone, welcome in. Second part of Pip's Plane Spotting Live from Salt Lake City International. Hope you had a good Easter. So what'd you get from the Easter bunny buy bag? Hey Michael, welcome in, sir. You're up late. Well, that's very nice of you. A very happy Easter to you, Michael. An inflatable hammock. That sounds great for the summer. And thank you for the likes and tuning in. Is Easter a national holiday in Ireland, Michael? Oh, that's very nice. Monday is a holiday. Very nice. So it's a nice long weekend for you guys. Well, I didn't get anything for Easter. Nobody sent me anything, so most of my family's back home in Texas, so that's all right though. I do like this, so this is kind of a gift. I do like doing this, so hey Jamshed, what's up? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully, our afternoon will be problem free. I can say that right. No, there was no party for me. So, uh, for some, Michael, there is Good Friday, and it's kind of dependent. Like when I was in school, depending on the school district, I got it off, and then the banks celebrate Good Friday, so typically the banks are closed, but most everything else is open on a Good Friday. Yeah, I hope it stays okay. Let me know, Jamshed, if it gets any worse or if you can't hear me or if it's super buffery. Um, I should say not super buffery, but super. Um, the frames are kind of, you know what I mean. Grocery stores are closed today in Texas. Yeah, it's a great view. The haze cleared out, so we got a good afternoon. Hey, if you can hear me good and see me good, that's a win-win. HAB? Okay. Okay. Good night to you, Michael. Thanks for saying hi. Happy Easter again. And yeah, we'll be around for a couple hours. Get some rest and take care of yourself and enjoy the holiday. And pay attention because I might be on during the day this week with me working graveyard. So I'll sleep during the morning and then might be on midday, depending on how well I sleep. So have a good night, Michael. Thanks for saying hi. What's Avid, Bubag? You know, Jamshed, my brother actually, he works at HEB while going to Texas A&M at College Station. So he used to be a chef. Not yet, Bubag. He did not give me the okay just yet. Okay, rent a car company. All right. Looks like we got an old FedEx freighter coming inbound to us. Missed the Global X by a little bit. The Global X is a newer airline that does some supplemental operations. They fly cargo on a 321, which is kind of interesting. I did not ask him, but back. I will. I'll try and remember tomorrow when I go back to work. Pretty sure she'll say no because obviously we want to be focused on the rails and not on going live. So that might be a little bit difficult. It's been a while since I've been on the east side in the late afternoon, so I thought I'd try again, see what it's like. It's been a while, so I got to refresh my memory. Train. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. I'd have to, yeah, but I'll try. I'll ask them tomorrow. Oops. I'll have to check that one out. The São Paulo airport. I was looking online and I was looking for something to watch during lunchtime. Caught a little bit of Kevin's broadcast out in LA. But other than that, not a whole lot. I think this evening will be a lot busier than this afternoon. Everybody was at Easter dinner, having dinner parties, and now it's evening for a lot of people. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. I'll check that out. São Paulo, that would be a good, cool airport. Or Conganas. It's like 6,200 feet. Super short runway. And then also down in Rio, Dumont. That'd be a cool one. Okay, cool. Well, I hope you're plugging my channel when you're on everybody else's. Okay, Bubag. Well, I'll have to have my parents translate then. So, since they lived in Brazil for 2 years, they speak Portuguese, so they could translate for me. Dude, Chantel, is the power back on? Did you get your power back on? Hard dub. Holy cow. What's up? What is up? That's what I was like thinking of you, and it's been so long since I've seen you on the earlier broadcast. I'm like, he's over in Poland or somewhere. So good to see you, dude. So are you allowed to say where you're at, or is it top secret? Okay. Cool. Top secret. Oh, okay. Still at Hill. All right. Well, good deal. Well, I'm glad that you're still in stateside. I figured you like disappeared. It was like, oh, he must be already on the mission. Okay. Yeah, Bubag, I'll be using the battery until the battery runs out. So I'll be here for a while. I think I can usually get about, if I try, probably 3 hours, a little longer than 3 hours if I really try. So we'll see what happens. Ah, a few air shows. Fancy boy. Very cool. I'm still at like 80%. Air shows, Mr. Air Show. That's got to be kind of cool because you get to go out, get to travel. Okay, well, I'll trust nothing you say, Chantel. You got it. There you go. That's the RW I know and love. Just doing my duty. Just waiting for things to kick up. Something new I saw. Don't say that, Bubag. I don't even want to hear that. I don't know. I don't want to hear that at all. Ah, very cool, RW. Yeah, I was talking about Luke today. We were talking about down in Arizona, Marana, because that's where they a lot of old planes go to retire, and that's where I want to go eventually. So, almost soon. I as long as I have a giant hat for the summertime, I'll be okay down in Arizona. ERB, hello, welcome back. Thanks for coming back, buddy. Good to see you. Wanted to turn the camera here a little bit to the south. Yeah, Jam Shed, that's on the list of places to go. Yes. Yes, it is. You're absolutely right. So we've started seeing this Global X 321 in the last week start carrying cargo from like cross country in Newark. Like northern air cargo you would usually see, but lately this past week, this is an A321 cargo plane. So that was kind of unique. It's not something you see every day. That's right, you do. In fact, Jamshed, Boeing, I don't know if they do their painting for a lot of their planes down there, but when I was up in Moses Lake, Washington, one of their facilities, I would, you would get 737 Maxes that would just be flying up from San Antonio. And I'm like, what? So do you know what I'm talking about? So Qantas has an air. Yeah, it's not a well-known cargo freighter, which is kind of interesting. So thought it's a little bit different. I'm doing all right, RW. Thanks for asking. The train school is kicking my butt. It's week 3, so we're heading into week 4, and this week I'm doing overnights. So that means I'm going to be working from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., which could be a good thing because then I'll have time to stream during the day. As opposed to later in the evening. I got eaten alive. The weather's gotten a lot better, thank goodness. RW. So it's about 60, low 60s today. And yeah, finally a break from the snow. Thanks, dude. I'm so close to 4,000 hours, and then we can start getting donations and traveling to more places. Hopefully, after I get out of school and get some sort of normal schedule while I'm in school, it'll be all over the place. But I understood that going in, so it's nothing I haven't done before, being all over the place. Yeah, it is great flying weather. Love it. No, it was not a shot. It was a car starting ERB. I'm yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's still a long way to go. We've got I think about 7 or 8 more weeks of training before, and we have to pass a bunch of practicals, as I'm sure you would probably guess, just like you would with flight school. So there's a lot more that comes with it, but at least we got one big test out of the way, and then it's 4 more written tests, and then an observation, a check ride, so to speak. On my way, one step at a time. Yeah, passing the test. Our entire class actually got 100. So it's the first class. There are 12 students, first class ever in the history of tracks to get all 100%. Because they usually eliminate like 30% because they don't get 100. So yeah, that was a huge relief. Didn't expect the wind to kind of pick up. And it's coming out of the north, so we still have a north flow. Thanks, RW. The son I never had. That's right. Like me, you're the son I never had, RW. And Chantel is the daughter I never had. If she's still awake. Thanks, Jamshed. Still got a long way to go, but that's one hurdle out of the way. And if I sound a little bit different, RW, it's I'm trying a new microphone so we can get some audio of engines and whatnot. You're older. Yeah, that's true. Well, hold on a second. I'm 41. How old are you, RW? $49. Should I call you Colonel? Should I call you Colonel RW? So the question is, when are you going to transition to civilian life? Are you a lifer? Okay, Colonel, next month. Excellent. Well, good luck. You got this. You're like the brother I never had. You got this. Not quite skiing stations. Yeah, there's no skiing on the Wasatch Front ERB. You've got to go to the other side of the mountains, which is only about 30 minutes away. So, yeah. Yeah, buddy, man. That's exciting. That is super exciting. I am pretty excited though, RW, that I found a scanner at my house. So my parents are shipping that out. So hopefully we'll have some ATC audio, which will help me as well. I may just plug in my headphones and listen to it, but I'm excited about that. And hi to everybody who just checked in. We're on the east side today of Salt Lake City International Airport. Thought I'd mix it up. I know I've been on the west side last few times and wanted to hang out here for a little bit. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe so you'll know when and where we're broadcasting next. I actually thought about maybe hanging out here for a little while and then transferring over to the west side to catch some of the later arrivals like KLM around 7 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. Plus, they do have Concourse A, which is fairly active. So I might do that, which is actually just, I'd say about a quarter of a mile walk. So it's really not that far, like 5-minute walk to the other side of the parking garage. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to have the old scanner back. It's like one of the first things I bought when I started plane spotting. Yeah, ATC doesn't want to send anything our way right now. RW. If only everybody was like you, the world would be a better place. Meanwhile, ATC's shutting me out from any of the arrivals, so sorry. It's a good backdrop, though, right, Jamshin? That makes sense. That makes sense, RW. I'm just waiting for you to send us a picture of you and Tom Cruise. Good question, Jamshed. Anything interesting to do downtown? Let's see. Well, if you're not too familiar with Salt Lake in Utah, it was founded by the Mormon pioneers, better known as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And yeah, so let's go, let's zoom in here a little bit while we have a minute. Things are a little quieter on this side. So there's the state capitol right there. You can do a tour there. It's not too far from downtown, but I will warn you, it is uphill from downtown Salt Lake. So you either want to take a bus or be prepared to have a nice little walk. And there's the hospital up there on the hill. And see where those cranes are in that really tall building in the center? That's where the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, their headquarters are. And the building next to it with the little steeple, that's the conference center where the Tabernacle Choir practices. And then a little bit further, you can see those cranes and the Salt Lake Temple, which is, you know, the temple that most people think of when they think of Salt Lake, is actually under construction. It's over 100 years old and is going a major seismic upgrade and renovation. And yep, they are very well known. All right, so if we look to the center here, in front of those skyscrapers, you see kind of a gray building and not too tall, maybe 5 stories. That's Vivint Arena where the Utah Jazz play in the NBA, but they're changing that name to the Delta Center beginning next year. And it's walkable to get around downtown. So probably the biggest attractions would be a jazz game. Also the Temple Square. And other than that, state capitol. Not a ton downtown. I mean, there's a few restaurants, but I don't know. There's a amusement park about 20 minutes north of here in Farmington. It's called Lagoon, and you can take the train from downtown Salt Lake up there. So that's super easy. Jazz dives. I don't know of any good. I'll tell you, I'm not a big live music guy, so I would have to do some research on that for you. The major like concerts where they have concerts are either at Vivint Arena or out west in the West Valley. It's called USANA Amphitheater, and it's an outdoor amphitheater where most of musicians play. I will say, well, I would. University of Utah, the stadium up there up on the hill, they host a lot of big concerts too. Yes, 100%. Yeah, the salt flats, they're just flat and fast. So if you want to break speed records, that's where you go. Yeah, it's all right. Most of the stuff, this is like an outdoor mecca. So a lot of what there is to do in Salt Lake or around is outdoors. See, I think I'm really looking forward to this week because I'll be able to broadcast earlier when there's more traffic. Sorry. What's up, Infidel Fireman? R-Dub. So Infidel Fireman, remember we were trying to figure out the name, but look who it is. It's R-Dub. And so as far as the desert goes, and thanks for the like and subscribing. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. No, it's not so much cactus, Jamshed, cactus or rattlesnakes. It's just like barren white sand, truthfully. There's our black Global Express we saw earlier, which is sharp. Thank you for the likes, guys. Welcome into the party. Oh, the yellow cars. Let's see if we can go back. Yellow. The yellow trucks, yes. You mean these trucks, ERB? Talking about these? Ah, okay. So those are de-icing trucks. So those de-icing trucks de-ice the planes during the winter time. So right now that's one of the facilities, de-icing pad facilities for a lot of the planes. And then Delta has one on the other side. This particular one, this is the majority for all the other airlines like Southwest, United, Eurowings, KLM, I don't know. So yeah, they do that, and Delta's is on the other side, the west side. Yep, clean ice off the planes and protect them when they take off. Hello from Moscow. Good to see you. Stop being so modest, Infidel Fireman. IRW, I don't know if you know this, but Infidel Fireman passed his dispatcher exam, so he's now an FAA licensed dispatcher, and now he's just looking for a good gig. Watertown. We're talking small town there, Jamshed. I bet. Gotta love those small towns. Should have a bunch of departures this hour, so things will most certainly pick up. Yeah, Infidel Fireman, he's pretty modest, Arda, but yeah, he is good to go. Just need to land him a gig. That's what she said. Yeah, man, it's a big deal. Hi, everyone who just jumped on. I'll be here until the battery runs out. I got nothing but good times for y'all. Learjet 60 inbound to runway 35 in 5 minutes or less. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something. I'm going to walk to the west side, but I'm going to keep streaming so you guys can see how steady I can keep a camera. Because that's where ATC is sending all the traffic. Dang it. All right. So, give me a second here. By the way, I don't have my truck. I just took the train in to save money on parking. Okay, guys, I'm going to start moving my laptop and my camera. If I get disconnected, we will start back with PM Part 2 of PPL will be the title. So that's PM, PPL, or PM, yeah. PM Part 2 of PPL, PM Part 2 of PPL. So in the meantime, I'm going to walk slowly and see if the connection will hold up. So if not, I'll connect back. All right. Yes, this nice channel. That's what we call it. pants are falling down. This is not good. So we're gonna take a quick break here. Pull up my pants. Yeah, Debbie, change your logo for a second there. Oops. Nice, dude. Very cool. I love it. You guys, remember, we're just moving right now. Everything's fine. Just moving to the west side. I know, sorry, Blick Fame. Just ignore the camera. I don't want to stop the stream. I had a good thing going, you know? You have a good thing going, you're in the zone, you don't want to stop. Thank you, ERB. Infidel Fireman, did you say the Fighting Funyuns? I've lost some weight, so my pants are falling down. Just give me a second. Ah! Almost there, just a little bit further. Ah, I did not know that. That's pretty awesome. Almost there, guys. Just about another 30 yards or so. Sorry, I should have picked this first part, but you know how I love skylines and mountains. Very cool, Arda. Very, very cool. All right. Here we go. That's good enough. Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting up with that. Thanks for putting up with that. As much as I like the, you know, I like the east side, the skyline, it's a little more active over here. Even with the sun. Should see Delta 1290 shortly coming in from Washington, Dulles. Oh, Dulles. See, now there's a good airport to spot from because they have the international flights. Yeah, the greatest parking garage tour ever. I know, I usually catch Walt most of the time. I see Oz sometimes too. But yeah, DFW is like my second home, by the way. That's where I lived for 4 years. Yay, planes! I know. It was for good reason I was moving, so. So ERB, I'm hopeful that I can get back to Dallas soon, obviously to see my family, but also to go plane spotting at DFW and broadcast live. Yeah, this side's got all the action. And to be fair, Concourse A on the other side, which is under construction right now, will have all the action soon in the summertime. But right now it's still under construction. Here we go. One of my favorite planes, the old A321neo. All right, so we got a question from RW. Oh, I probably would say, in my opinion, the Neo. Hi, everyone who just joined us, broadcasting live. By the way, Infidel Fireman, is everything looking okay? I went back to Firefox browser so we'd have less problems because I actually got here early and tried to do a test. It did the same thing when I was with Google Chrome, so sticking with Firefox. Sorry, got distracted. Snow bunny. I wish. Yep, the old Lambo. Lambo for Rambo. We got a Boeing parade here on Concourse A. Yeah, I like the E2. I haven't flown the E2. The nearest we have would be like Porter Airlines in Canada. Well, and to be fair, also Canadians designed the Airbus A220 basically. I mean, it was the Bombardier CS 100 and 300, and then Airbus bought them, so then it just became Airbus A220. Thanks for the like and tuning in. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That way you'll know when and where we're broadcasting from. I'll usually put out a video to my subscribers, letting them know. This week will be a bit of a challenge adjusting to the schedule for just this week, but I'll do my best to get out here midday. Yeah, Eastern before the collapse, I mean, they had all those Caribbean and Central and South American routes, ERB, the old TriStar. Contact. Now there's a name from the past. I love it. All right, so if you followed me on the west side here during the week, you know, it kind of slows down at the 6 o'clock hour. Looks like they're getting everything rushed out. And then we start getting more in the 7 o'clock hour. And of course, we're still expecting KLM, the Dreamliner, to arrive right about on time, right at 7 o'clock. Stephen Collins, up late again, you party animal. It's here on the west side, getting some sun. I'm gonna have to pull out the swimsuit soon. That's right, RW. You're my official military officer of chill. Sure, the minute I come over here, all the planes seem to go to the other side and take off. That's right, folks. You too can be as smart as me going to community college. How many G's? ER Uh, ER ERB. Excellent suggestion. I actually have two videos that I did from San Jose, Mineta, and Sacramento International. And I call them my backpack diaries, where I just walk through the terminal. And I actually made a video 3 years ago, and I'll look it up for you, when this concourse was brand new. I came like the week it opened, so I'll look for that. That's right, keeping us free. On a scale of 1 to 10, infidel firemen, how free are you tonight? I said, infidel firemen, on a scale of 1 to 10, how free are you tonight? So ERB, that video was done the first week that the new concourse here that we're actually looking at was open. So this was the first part that was open, was this building right here. That's right, infidel firemen. Cool. Yeah, I don't narrate it. It's just a walkthrough. ERB. All right, so we've got our 737-800 here, headed to Seattle. It's departing now for runway 34 left. And hi, everybody who checked in. Welcome into Pips Plane Spotting Live, Part 2, the Sunday Spectacular, Super Show, whatever you want to call it, here today. Infidel Fireman, you want me to break out Lee Greenwood? Thanks, ERB. I just think it's really cool, Infidel Fireman, that we got R-Dub, who's a military pilot. I'm a flight dispatcher. Noah, if he comes back, is a professional pilot. Hoping to get Micah's a ramper. Micah comes back. Micah works here. So yeah, we got a pretty good variety. Proxima 888. Not currently. The private jets are going to be on the east side mostly. That's right, Infidel Fireman. Amen to that. Computational fluid dynamics. All right, Jamshed. You're hired. Now we are, Deb. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Proxima. We had some earlier. We do get a lot of private jets here, so we're on the west side of the airport right now. When I broadcast from the east side, there will be lots of private jets. So stick around and subscribe because there will be plenty. Whoops, a little too far there. Thanks, ERB. Awesome. Actually, I'd recommend Proxima 888. If you go to my live section of the channel, if you look up Aspen, Colorado, there's tons of private jets in that video, that live stream. So I encourage you to watch that. Absolutely, Jamshed. We'd love to have you. In fact, you can be one of our guests, our special guests. I'm trying to get one of our rampers to come out here and guest host one day. And now look at that. Every jet is almost emptied out of Concourse A and the even gates. Yeah, welcome in, Proxima. It's fantastic. ERB is quite the mover and shaker, it sounds like. Shaking hands, kissing babies, ERB is. No, Jamshed, not yet. That's why I wanted to get over here earlier. It's still about an hour out. Awesome. Thank you so much, Proxima. Copy that. And thank you for the like. Yep, the good old A220 ERB. Sharp airplane. Hey, Daniel. Bye, Delta. I think this 321 is delayed coming in from Atlanta. Not quite sure. Yes. All right. So Jamshed. Okay. So we're actually on the far west side of the Salt Lake metro area. It's a long, skinny metropolis. It's about, you've got a lot of suburbs. But the western cities they would be Tooele, Magna, Copperton. But once you get about 10 miles outside of if you see those warehouses in the background, it's pretty much desert. Also, our speed limits are 80 miles an hour on the rural interstates. So, like if you're going out west to the Salt Flats, you can go 80. Yeah, they get pretty hot. I wouldn't say as hot as Phoenix. Remember, we don't have any cactus or anything. So typically high 90s. upper 90s. Last year we had a lot of hot temperatures. Yeah, a lot of us like the speed limit. It's departing, and Daniel, we're waiting for Aero Mexico Connect 792 on an Embraer E190 that should arrive in 60 seconds. That's right. It's a good way to describe it, Jamshed. And here's our E190 from Aero Mexico Connect. It's a plane that we don't see a lot of, so it's nice to have a rare visit. Yes, it is Interstate 80, Daniel. Sounds good, ERB. You're a good son. Good guy. We'll see you in a little while. Safe travel, sir. We'll see you in a little bit. Yoke 737-900. Oh, we got the flying. Oh, no, that's Frontier. Thought I was scared for a second. The old Airbus A320neo. Kevin, that is a fantastic question. Thank you for bringing that up. Because I thought I swore that Salt Lake used to be on there. That is a fantastic question. So, I do not know, Kevin. I'm right there with you. That's a great question, Kevin. Because as you know, like a lot of it is peer offered. So maybe somebody moved and they took their stream. So I'll have to do some research. Maybe I can lend a hand or something. I don't disagree with that, Jamshed. Again, when you pay $19 for a seat or $20 for a seat, what exactly do you expect? Are you just looking for the cheapest seat or the best experience? Yeah, Southwest is pretty good. After their meltdown during Christmas time, I'm a little hesitant. Overall, they're good, but you know what I mean? And thank you for the like and subscribing, tuning in to the channel. I've flown JetBlue. They're fine. I mean, I would honestly compare them to like a Southwest, not so much, a Spirit or a Frontier, and that's kind of the reasons why I'm a bit puzzled why JetBlue wanted to purchase them. I have not flown Spirit. I mean, JetBlue's got free TV, right? Live TV, live screens. They have good snacks, and they're one of the few air carriers that I know of that actually carry Pepsi products. Everybody else carries like Coke, but JetBlue carries Pepsi products, which is kind of unique. A321 headed to Phoenix. And things starting to calm down here in the 6 o'clock hour. Got Concourse A emptied out, even gates. You had to make a drink. Is it that painful to watch my broadcasting that you had to make a drink? I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, that's a very good point. That is an excellent point. I had somebody ask me about drug testing in aviation, and then I told them, I said, expect anytime, anywhere. So no, I agree with you, my friend. So we get a little bit of downtime, so I thought I'd jump on the chat a little bit and be interactive. We got a little bit of time. KLM is about, what are we at? About 40 minutes away. And again, we're going to broadcast till the battery almost runs out. So maybe a late night for me. I should have brought the pizza, but I'm going to jump on the chat a little bit because I'm pretty good at typing. My mom says I'm a good writer. So plus it's a little bit quiet now that we've got the south side of Concourse A. It seems to me like my thoughts come much more fluidly when I write. So stand by. What up, Dalton? Just doing a little chat. Daniel, the Milwaukee Bucks. That's a good question. I have to think about that for a second. All right, everyone. I wanted to catch that banana, the old yellow banana. So this is Spirit 3035 headed to Los Angeles on an A320neo. Yeah, Daniel, I don't know what's going to happen. Perhaps the Lakers get their act together. Maybe this will be LeBron's last year if he can win a title. So here's my beef. So I came from Dallas, and Infidel Fireman's pretty close to Dallas, and Beef Enchilada. What the heck? The Mavericks are just going to sit their team and not try in the playoffs? Yeah, I know, but dude, they traded for Kyrie Irving, and they're not even going to make the playoffs. What does that say? Okay, what does that say about Jason Kidd? Yeah, OKC. Memphis. Memphis is definitely interesting proposition. I agree, Dalton. Baseball and hockey are probably my two favorites. You know, and I still love football and basketball. I would just say, overall, two favorites to watch. I will say, I had the opportunity to umpire baseball and referee basketball, and I love refereeing basketball much more. NASCAR, Infidel Fireman, Rick and Bobby. Basketball is cute. Ooh, it's funny, Dalton. All right, so here's the thing with NASCAR. I liked it a lot better when it was on ESPN. I don't really like NBC's broadcast that much. I kind of miss the old Ned Jarrett. Um, you know, Bob. What's his name? You know, I'm talking about Infidel Fireman, Ned Jarrett, and dang it, I'm brain farting here. I was just like trying to remember R-Dub's name earlier. Baseball. All right, it sounds like Dalton and Daniel are about to fight, everyone. No, not Dale Earnhardt. He was the commentator, Bob. Not gonna look it up. I'm useless. Rusty Wallace. Okay, so I did like Rusty Wallace. So they had Rusty Wallace, and then the dude who was the crew chief, Andy. Andy, whatever the freak his name is, and then Marty Welsh. I actually met Marty Welsh one time. When I lived in Indianapolis, when I was on radio, the guy who was the host of the show and I did the news, the guy who did the host of his morning show, he is a broadcaster for the Indy Racing Network. So he was always broadcasted the Indy 500. So I got a VIP tour, and then we were going through the elevator, and there's coming out of the elevator and the pagoda, and there's Marty Welsh and Scott Goodyear. It's like, hey, oh, hey. So a cool little side story. Yeah, Daniel, I agree with you. So, and we just see Concourse A. B, you can't really see, and then there's plans for a C, which blows my mind. So just imagine that. No, see, we're gonna say all these names, and no, it wasn't Daryl Waltrip. See, because in the early '90s and mid '90s, and then when ESPN got it back with Marty Welsh and Rusty and Andy, but the early days, Bob, dude, you're gonna make me look so stupid. Hold on, enjoy the scenery. I gotta look this up. All right, so Daniel, I misread your question, but yes, it will get busier. So they just announced the addition of Spirit going nonstop to Newark. And I also asked recently, shot an email to the PR staff, and they said should have more announcements in the next 60 days. And really, Delta's going to take over this. It's going to be like, I would guess, with the number of flights and everything, they would probably become second busiest hub or third. Yeah, Kevin, I'm right on top of the 5th floor of the parking garage. This is going to be the best spot, then I would say, other than the nature trail that runs along the south side of the airport. But either the west or the east side is usually where I broadcast from. And so, yeah, I'm just here on the 5th floor. Now, see, now you hit one of the names, infidel fireman Benny Parsons. So it was Benny Parsons, Ned Jarrett, and then Bob cannot remember his name. It wasn't Larry Reynolds. It was Bob, the play-by-play guy. But yeah, Benny Parsons was the other one. So we just need the last name of the Bob guy. Larry McReynolds was good. I just never got on board with NBC or TNT or Fox. I was always an ESPN guy. Bob Jenkins, thank you very much. Thank you, Infidel Fireman. Bob Jenkins, that's who I was thinking of. Well done, sir. Hardub, I love it, man. You're so used to going so fast. You're like, if anybody is going less than 20 miles per hour or less than 50 miles an hour, you're like, they're going too slow. Hey, good morning, Nice. You're in southern France, Jeffrey? Ah, yes, Monte Carlo. Excellent. The coast of France. Lovely. How's the weather, Jeffrey? Check out the 737-900 departing on runway 34 left. I bet it's lovely, especially this time of year. It's not too hot yet, right? It's just nice and seasonal. Avalanches, okay, up in the Pyrenees. Wait, infield fireman, RW talking, hello, Dan Hampton, the former Chicago Bears defensive tackle. Yeah, they do. They do fill up the gates in the 7 o'clock hour. So typically, when I've been broadcasting here in the evening, like 6 o'clock is pretty slow because they empty everybody out, and then 7 o'clock to 8, everything fills up. And yeah, so I usually last couple of weeks have gotten here at 6, and then it's like slow, and then it picks up 7 and whatnot. So yeah. Yeah, dude, I would totally stay, or at least like go to the bathroom and then come back. KLM will be here in a half hour. And then our A330 is about an hour behind schedule, so it arrives around 7:50. I've got about half battery life, so that might be enough, but I'm just going to go till the battery is about out. So Daniel, what do you mean R&R? Like rest and relaxation? Or what are you referring to for R&R? Oh, restroom. Okay. I got you. No, I'm actually okay. I used the bathroom before I went, and then I just hold it because there's no bathroom up here. It would be at least 10 minutes, and I don't want to leave my equipment. So, yeah, I just hold it if I have to go. Was it super foggy, Jeffrey, in London today? 3 attempts, huh? What was the weather like? Well, that is certainly one option, but I'll have to put that inside the pants so that nobody knows what's going on. All right, so Daniel, that 7:37. It looks like that sucker is going to Seattle. 737, 800, 2641. Delta 2641. Seattle, Washington, sir. Seattle, Washington, baby. You know, Infidel and RW, I feel like there's a budding bromance between you two. All right, so we've got one plane left on the A concourse and the even gates. So we've kicked out everybody. So we should have the arrivals picking back up in the 7 o'clock hour. Jeffrey, thank you. Too elegant. I'll take that as a compliment. Grew up close to Nellis, huh? Probably. Is that why you're a fan of the old Janet Air? Jeffrey, it means laugh out loud. Well, of course, Infidel Fireman, you never saw them. They didn't exist, supposedly. Top secret Boeing 737-600s. Sounds like you had a good time growing up, though, at least. See, for me, A-10 Warthog, the Warthog, that's my favorite. Without question. Look at all these empty gates, just lonely, waiting for a plane. That's right. That's right, RW. Largest aircraft is actually going to be the A330neo or the 787-9 Dreamliner from KLM. We all love the absolutely. When you put it that way, R-Dub, that I'd probably take the plane too. That's a good question. What's the name of the bird, and what's your call sign? I forgot what your call sign is. I think you told us once before, but are you allowed to share that? Very cool. Spade 21. Tell you, I don't know what ATC's doing today, but they're taking KLM in like the long route into Salt Lake, so it's probably going to be another half hour, honestly, or 25 minutes. Singularity? Oh my goodness, Singularity, where have you been? Have you been doing homework all weekend? How's it going, man? Good to see you. You're just in time. KLM Dreamliner is 20 minutes out. Well, that's good. Singularity. It's like, he must be doing like some AP calculus right now. Plain Jane. Love your name, Plain Jane. Hello. Welcome in. Love that name. Thanks for saying hi. We're here at Salt Lake City International Airport in Salt Lake City, Utah, on the west side of the airport. Just awaiting our 787 Dreamliner. In the meantime, I do see Delta 2837 from Jackson, Wyoming, in the distance, arriving on an Airbus A319. Oh, nice. Well, that's awesome, Plain Jane. Thank you, Singularity, for spreading the word. We should do like a referral discount or something, or a referral, I don't know, referral shout out or tattoo. I don't know. I'll give you a free PPL tattoo. How about that? See, I knew you were in calculus. I knew it. A 12 pack? Okay. 12 pack for the adults. I just love the visual of thanks to RDub for referring Infidel Fireman, and for his rewards, he gets a 12 pack of Busch beer. Oh, yeah. NASCAR's finest. Oh, soda. Okay. Yeah, that's much more appropriate. I can probably swing that. And Plain Jane, that's great to hear, man, that you're one of our local boys or women. So that's pretty cool. Do you work in warehouse in Salt Lake? I work I work for UTA right now, and I like to do this in my spare time. Well, awesome, Plain Jane. Figured it was probably my bad, so I apologize. That's awesome. I love women in aviation. Love it. So, Daniel, that is a good idea. Unfortunately, I don't have my truck with me, so I can't plug it into the outlet. However, on the wish lists, I do have a portable power supply on my wish list. So once, get some donations or things like that rolling in, I can do that or plug in my truck. So that's on the list of things. Julio, how are you this evening? Thanks for saying hi. Good to see you. Yep. I've got plans in the works. And yeah, Plain Jane, that's awesome. It's awesome to have you on board. Welcome in. Encourage you to like and subscribe because typically I'll broadcast a couple times a week from Salt Lake International. So it's fun to be out here. Plus, we have some of the best people that I know, plane enthusiasts out here and on the chat. So yes, Singularity, we're about 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's doing all right. Well, I hope Proxima is still tuned in because there we go. We got a private jet. No mods yet, Singularity. No moderators just yet. I think you have to hit. Do you have to hit a certain number of view hours before you get mods? But I'm definitely will want some, so I'll put you on the list. Awesome. That's Plain Jane. That's great to hear. I'll start making a list. RDev can be a mod. All right. I gotta look into this. I guess I've always just viewed myself as the moderator. And that would be nice to have a little help for sure. RDev, that would be cool. You'd be a good one, Infidel Fireman. Okay. Interesting. I'll check that out. I will check that out, Singularity. I'm not too familiar with the process, so that's good to know. But thank you, Art Dub. I appreciate it. Infidel Fireman told me he was going to donate his first paycheck once he got hired with the airline. So I'm looking forward to that because that'll be huge. Huge. Hey! All right, we're donating planes and everything. That would be epic. That would be a great start to my new airline. I could sure use one. It would be a little small. $137 million for a 3-year-old plane. That seems a little high. I think Lockheed Martin is ripping us off. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I see a lot of Lockheed Martin in Fort Worth, in West Texas, in Western DFW. Yeah, that's a heck of a donation. And hi, everybody who's just tuning in. Encourage you to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. I can see KLM making a left turn, Lisa, over the Ochre Mountains. Welcome back, ERB. Your timing couldn't have been better. We should be expecting KLM to arrive here in the next 5 minutes. Gotcha, Plain Jane. That's good to know. I'll have to look into that. Again, this is only like episode number 32, so I've only been doing this since February, so still fairly new. And also, my background, at least I think I've got the background down. I was a flight dispatcher for 4 years recently at 2 major commercial airlines in the U.S., so I've got some professional experience, which is nice. The old CRJ 700. I have not flown American lately. Told you, Singularity and ERB came at a good time. Very soft landing. Still got the smoke from the tires. That's awesome. Yeah, for those who are just tuning in, of course, this is KLM is a special treat for us because it's the only Dreamliner on regularly scheduled service here to Salt Lake City, and it only happens 3 times a week on Wednesdays, on Fridays, and on Sundays. So pleased to see it. Thank you, Plain Jane, and welcome in. We're glad to have you. Hey, you're welcome, Adam. Good to see you as always. Appreciate you. I know you're always hiding, Adam, but you're always so kind. So glad we could do the stream. Yeah, it was kind of smoky. It was like one side of the wheels and then the other side. Very interesting. Well, thank you, Infidel Fireman. I appreciate that. That's mighty kind of you. Yes, we're so close. I'm currently at 3,882 hours because the 4,000 number is supposedly when YouTube approves you to monetize so you can accept donations. That's how I understand it. So thank you guys for your support. That means a lot. And I'm glad to be out here and finally to have some nice freaking weather for once. Very nice, R-Dub. Well, it sounds like we're going to be hanging out on the interwebs. Thank you, Singularity. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm trying a new microphone. I don't know if you've noticed, but we can get some of the audio of the engines and whatnot. So that's why I may sound a little more distant because it's a shotgun microphone. So. Well, thanks, Plain Jane. You're the best. Appreciate that. We're glad to have you aboard, joining the crew. That's very kind of you. Because really what I'd like to do, if I can get donations, I'd like to get to the other airports and share them with you and also upgrade the equipment so it's a little bit better. Thank you, ERB. Nice show as always. More like nice viewers as always. ERB, Arda, Plain Jane, Singularity, Gemshed, Infidel Fireman, Dalton, Proxima. I'm trying to remember everybody. So thank you guys and gals. Oh boy, now there's a question. So yeah, Plain Jane, I worked in the I worked for 2 airlines, a regional one that American Airlines owns, and I also worked for Breeze Airlines, which is a mainline. So I got to travel a good bit. I've been to about 50 airports. If you check out my channel, there's a lot of plane spotting videos. But I would probably say if you gave me the next 3 days off, where would I go? Probably would go to JFK, Chicago O'Hare, because that's my home. Miami I haven't ever been to, and Tampa I haven't been to, and there's a lot of variety with all those airports. So that's probably where I go. Oh, you know what? Honolulu. Kick out, get rid of, what is it? I'll get rid of JFK. I've been there. I just haven't live streamed. So I'll do Honolulu. I know you are, R-Dub. You're the man. Soon to be Colonel R-Dub. Yes, so R-Dub, or Singularity, let me put down my Instagram page. It's easy to remember, and that's where I do most of my photography. So I like to do photos. Well, you know, that could be why nobody live streams and records from their Plain Jane, but it would be an interesting challenge and fun nonetheless. So that would be interesting. Guam would be epic. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Guam would. We were talking about this earlier in the afternoon. The Maldives, Jamshed was pretty awesome. For me, though, if I had to pick one right now, I would pick London Heathrow just because there's such a massive variety of both aircraft and also airlines. So that would be the number one. Las Vegas, Phoenix, yeah, or ERB. Las Vegas is definitely in the works. If I can just get a little more money to rent a car, because my truck is a gas hog. Honestly, that's kind of what's keeping me up. And also, if there were a cheap flight, I'd definitely go to Vegas or Phoenix, or both. Awesome, Plain Jane. I hope you like my photos. I usually just use that for photography. So I have not been the best at putting my photos out there. Maybe I'm just a little shy or just haven't had time. But actually, I've been working on collecting like one favorite video and 6 of my favorite photos from each airport I've been to. And so I'm going to start posting that soon in like the next couple weeks. LAX is a great one. I know ERB, it gets a lot of coverage from everybody, so I like to do maybe a little different airport that's a little more unique. Not that I don't love LAX, but, you know, I just have to be there at the right time, maybe during the week, because I know Kevin does a super show, and then LA Flights has theirs on Saturdays. So I'm just trying to be respectful, but also, you know, but yeah, LA, if I did, I would probably do like an LAX one day, then Van Nuys another day, Orange County, so John Wayne would be another, and then maybe head down to San Diego too. Yes, Van Nuys is. I agree. ERB. I've had several recommendations to do Van Nuys. So yeah, that's definitely on the mark. Also, I do want to get up. I don't think a lot of people get to go up to Seattle and see where they make the Dreamliner and also where they make the 737 MAX. I mean, you're not going to get a ton of arrivals or a ton of departures, but you can just pan around and see so many different airlines and their